Hello, everybody. Welcome to our 20th episode of
Maughter Podcast.
Oh my goodness, we're 28. We're like 2 away from 30.
Yeah.
Hello. Welcome back. I am Claudia. I am mother. This is Polly. She's Dada. Yeah. So, two things. Well, two different. Okay. Excuse me. Two things happened today. One just happened now because it was kind of funny. So me and Polly were doing our due diligence on Facebook stalking, and we were looking at this person, and I'm like, okay, let's say his name is John Smith, and she's like, okay, and we couldn't find him. I'm like, oh, do Smythe, and she's like, do Smythe, and I'm like, yeah. And then she's like, okay, so she starts typing in D-U and then Smythe. And I'm like, no, do Smythe. And she's like, I am. I'm like, no, do Smythe. And she's like, here, you spell it. I'm like, no, as in, instead of do this name. And she's like, what? It took us forever to figure that out. Oh, like, I guess it had to be a funny at the moment kind of thing. Because people are going to be like, what? And secondly, why do I sound absolutely horrible when I laugh?
You don't. That's how you laugh.
No, I don't sound like that.
Yes, you do.
We were listening to the podcast because Polly's like, I'm pretty sure we have a topic to discuss. And I'm like, no, I'm pretty sure we didn't say. And she's like, is it the beginning or the end? So I listened to it and I'm listening to myself. And I'm like, oh my goodness, why do I sound so horrible when I laugh?
So now the whole episode, she's not going to laugh.
Yeah, I'm not going to laugh at all. If I'm going to laugh, I'm like, ha 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 ha. I can't. Anyways, I forgot. There's three things. So three things. One other thing happened today. So Polly and Riley came over today, and Riley was going to take a nap, and then I'll let Polly tell the rest of the story.
Oh, okay. So when I put her down for a nap, she was laying there, and all of a sudden it looked like she was gonna like sit up, because she wasn't asleep yet. And she, like, half sat up, and she pointed to the ceiling, and she was like, Grandma up there. Grandma up there. And she kept saying it. She said it, like, 4 or 5 times, and I was like, where? Right? And then she just laid back down and put her bottle in her mouth, but it was really weird.
Yeah, because Polly came out and told me, I'm like, well, what do you mean Grandma? And she's like, well, she doesn't call anybody Grandma, because she calls me Ella, which is Lela, but she doesn't say the whole word, and she calls her other grandmas Nana and Baba. Yeah. So there's no real word grandma.
Yeah. They all have nicknames.
Yeah. So when I talked to Polly about my mom, which is her grandma, so the little kids call my mom Lela, and Polly calls her grandma. So she calls my grandma, like my mom grandma, and my dad grandpa, and the kids call them Lela and Tata. So I'm just like, well, we don't really ever talk about my mom. Like, not usually in front of Riley. Like, we may have, but we don't really. I'm just like in reference of, oh, your grandma. Yeah. But there's pictures of my mom. Like, I have a big picture of her portrait done on my living room, but that's about it. Mm-hmm. But yeah, how she would know who grandma is to you.
Yeah.
Is just, we're like, what? And I said to Polly, because she came out from the nap and everything, and I said, like, you should show her a picture of your grandma and see who she says it was. And she did.
Yeah.
And then Polly's like, who's this? She's like, because I told her to pick a picture of just, like, your grandma, not of us.
Yeah, I was like, do you know her? And she's like, no. And I said, well, do you know who that is? And she's like, Grandma?
Yeah.
And I kept showing her pictures, and she's like, Grandma.
Yeah, like, she knew who my mom was.
Yeah. It was really weird.
And then when you laid her down...
Yeah, I asked her, like, oh, have you seen her? And she's like, no. And I'm like, well, how do you know Grandma? She's like, I don't know. And then I'm trying to explain to her that, because she's like, Riley, see her? Like, asking me if she could see her, and I was like, no, she's gone. Like, trying to explain to a 2-year-old that someone's passed away, right?
Yeah.
And she didn't really get it. She was like, oh, in her bedroom?
Yeah.
And I was like, no. And she's like, in the potty? I was like, no. And then I said, obviously she can't understand that someone's died.
Right.
But I said, no, like, she passed away. Like, you can't see her.
Yeah.
And then she's like, Riley's sad.
Aww.
And she started tearing up. And then the whole night, she's just been
off.
Riley's sad. Riley's sad.
Yeah, she woke up quite a bit. Like,
Yeah.
really hard
Being
for her.
sad.
Yeah, and what did she say about being in the room?
Yeah, and I asked her, I'm like, she's like, someone's here. And I'm like, what do you mean someone's here? I'm like, who's here? She's like, Grandma.
Aww.
And I said, where? And she's like, Illa's house.
See, that, like, Polly told me to, like, may have broken down a little bit. Because you hear, like, I'm going to say it without crying. Because you hear, like, every time, like, oh, yeah, you can feel spirits and this and that. But
Kids are more perceptive.
yeah, like, I don't, horrible to say, but I feel like I don't, maybe it's because I'm not, like, tuned in.
In tune, yeah.
Yeah, like, I don't feel her. But her telling me that, like, my mom is here in this house.
Without even knowing her.
Yeah, it's just like Maria speaks of, like, her Lela, like, she's like, I miss Lela. I'm like, well, how can you miss someone you don't know? And she's just like, I don't know, I just miss her. And I'm like, okay. And like, sometimes she'll just sit in the car and cry. I'm like, what's wrong, baby? She's like, I miss Lela. And I'm like, okay, but like, I don't understand how. But it's like, she still feels, I don't know, it's obviously maybe just of us talking about her, like, her Lela and whatnot. But it feels like, for her, it was a loss.
Yeah.
But for Riley, who's never really...
Probably because she sees how it affects you.
That's true, yeah. But Riley doesn't see that. Riley never
No.
is around that. Like, we talk about, like, my grandma, like your
And
grandma.
I've mentioned her once to Riley because I had a dream of her. And it was, like, very real. Recently, it was probably, like, a month ago.
Yeah.
And Riley saw me crying because I was thinking about the dream and I was telling Claudia about it.
Yeah, she's telling me while I'm at work, and here I am crying at the same time at work while she's telling me about it.
Yeah. And so we were outside and I was crying and she's like, oh, Mommy, what's wrong? And I was like, oh, I miss my grandma.
Aww.
And that's the only time I've ever mentioned my grandma to her.
Yeah.
So, but that was like a month ago.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
And it was kind of emotional and kind of like an eye-opener for me anyways, but...
Yeah, it was weird.
Yeah. But yeah, anyways. So those are 3 things that happened to us today. So today we're going to talk about...
Oh, also...
Oh.
I wanted to follow up because we covered this.
Oh, yes. Pardon me.
Robert Pickton died in prison a couple weeks ago.
And he was the BC one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that killed all the prostitutes.
Yeah, we talked about him as well.
Yeah, there's 2 episodes on him.
Yeah, and he died in prison. How? He was attacked?
Yeah, he was attacked. Somebody...
Because he was going to be out, right? Or no?
I don't know.
No parole?
I don't think so. If he did have parole, I think it would have passed by now.
Do you think we jinxed him?
I don't know. I hope so.
Because we talked about him and all of a sudden now he's dead.
Yeah, well, a few weeks ago, probably like 3 weeks ago now, he was attacked and somebody, like, put a broomstick, like, broke a broomstick and put it through his head. And he was in the hospital for a week and he died in the hospital.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Wow.
And he got what he deserved.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, crazy. Yeah, that's our follow-up.
Yeah. Wahoo, another one down.
Polly.
They're murderers.
That's true, yes.
An eye for an eye.
Eye for an eye. Okay, today we're discussing...
The Amityville murders.
Amityville. I want to call it like Amityville.
No.
The Amityville... Amityville... Oh, no. Amityville?
Yes.
Amityville horrors.
Yeah.
Murders.
Murders.
Horrors. It's not like the Amityville... The
Amityville.
Amityville. Isn't that Amityville horrors, like the movie? There's a movie about it, right?
There's tons of movies based
Are
off.
they... Oh, it's based off it. It's not, they're like, so basically based off true events kind of thing.
Yeah, this actually happened.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So, am I going to get creeped out?
Probably.
Awesome. Okay, Go ahead. Tell me about the Amityville horror.
So,
murder.
I'll tell you basically. So, Ronald DeFeo Jr., he killed his entire family.
What year was this?
1974.
Okay.
He killed his entire family with a rifle.
Okay.
His family included his parents, Ronald DeFeo Sr., a car salesman, Louise, his mother,
Okay.
daughters, so his sister Dawn, who was 18.
Okay.
Allison, who was 13. Mark, who was 12. And John Matthew, who was 7.
And how old is he?
7.
Wait, the guy that killed him was 7?
He was 23.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so all 6 family members were found in their beds, face down, hands raised above their heads. Oddly, no one in the neighborhood reported hearing gunshots, and there was no signs of struggle in the house.
That's 5 gunshots?
6.
And no one heard anything.
But I've heard, I think this might have been in one of the movies. I don't know if it's true, but one of the movies said that there was like a thunderstorm, and he would do it
so it was covering it
right when the thunder would clap.
Gotcha.
He'd time it.
Okay.
So you couldn't hear the gun.
Yeah.
But there is no motive for it.
He just killed him just because?
Did it. They don't know why he did it. The story is that the house was haunted and he was possessed.
Okay.
Like he couldn't stop himself. He said the voices in the house made him do it. But he was also reportedly a known LSD and heroin user.
Okay, so drug user.
Yeah.
Okay.
So who knows? But Amityville is, like, the house itself is very
sketchy.
Haunted now.
Now?
I don't know if it's haunted back then. It's haunted now because 6 people died in it. Terribly. But it's weird because, like, did he position the bodies like that after? Because all of them had their hands up. All of them were face down.
Why don't they just tear their house down?
Because it's a tourist attraction.
I guess.
Amityville, the town, is known for that.
Oh, it's a town.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so it inspired the book in 1977 and the movie in 1979.
Have you read the book?
No.
Okay.
But I have seen a couple of the movies because there's
quite a bit of them.
Yeah.
I want to know if the book and the movie, so you know how they always say the book's always better kind of thing?
Yeah.
If they're accurate.
Yeah, I don't know. If I was to read a book about it, I'd probably read, like, the true crime book. I don't think I would read a rendition of it.
Okay, makes sense.
He also died in 2021 at the age of 69 while serving a life sentence at a maximum security Sullivan Correctional Facility.
So he just died recently?
Yeah, 3 years ago.
How old was he when he died?
69.
Okay.
Yeah, 69.
Because we guys. Sorry, guys.
He made a bunch of appeals to the parole board, but they were all denied.
Yeah.
Today, the former house, which has changed ownership several times, remains famous. Horror fans frequently drive by the 3-story home, which had its iconic quarter circle windows, which looked like a pair of eyes. Ew. Have you seen the Amityville house? You probably have. It's
many years ago, I'm sure, because I'm pretty sure I've seen. It's like a barn looking kind of thing. Oh, okay. Is that the guy?
Yeah, that's Ronald DeFeo Jr. Yeah, and it was cool. When I was researching this, I found the original article from the New York Times
of the murder.
Of the murder, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'll read you a little bit of it.
Okay.
When I find it. I found it, but then I lost it. Okay, so it says, a well-to-do car dealer, his wife, and 4 of his 5 children were found murdered in their beds tonight here on Long Island, South Shore. The Suffolk County Police identified the dead persons as Ronald DeFeo Sr., 43, his wife Louise, 42, blah, blah, blah. The police said that their bodies were discovered in their home at 112 Ocean Avenue by the oldest son, Ronald Jr., 23, at about 6:15 p.m.
So he was in the house at the time?
Yeah, he killed him.
Sorry, but did he see... What was the last you said? That he was arrested?
No.
Oh, sorry.
That the police said that their bodies were discovered in their home at Ocean Avenue by the oldest son at about 6:15 p.m.
Oh, so he was in the house after, is what I mean, because he said it was discovered by him.
Yeah, and it said he had just returned home for business, the police said.
Oh, okay.
But if it was 6:15 p.m., why were they all in bed? Like, was it the night before?
Yeah, that's true.
Probably. All 6 had been shot to death. Chief of the Organized Crime Bureau of the Suffolk County Police Department He said, however, he was ruling out death by shotgun, but he could not identify the caliber of the bullets. Because I think in the movies, it's a shotgun.
Okay.
They use. No motive for the murders could be established immediately. However, Sergeant William Smith of the Amityville Village Police Department said it could be anything. We're not ruling out robbery. Because at this point, they didn't know that he was the killer.
Right.
This is a day after.
Yeah.
The Suffolk County Police said that all 6 bodies were clad in night clothes and that the victims had apparently been killed last night while they were sleeping.
Okay.
They said that they were questioning Ronald Jr., who, after discovering the bodies this evening, telephoned the police. Yeah, and Amityville only had 10,000 residents, so it was a really small town.
Yeah.
Crazy. It's the house is about a block or so from the bay. It is a large 2-story house on a 1/4-acre lot, like most of the houses on the tree-lined street. The Defoes had a swimming pool in the backyard.
Nice.
And a front yard, the statue of the Virgin Mary.
Yeah.
Neighbors said the family had been very religious and attended church regularly. Yeah, so, and I mean, it's crazy that at this time they had no idea that it was him. Because when he was talking to the police, he blamed the mob. Because this was the 70s, right?
Mm.
So he blamed the mob, and then later on in the questioning, he admitted to it.
So he admitted to the killing.
Yeah.
And this whole time he didn't say why he did it?
No, he said the voices in the house made him do it. But
during the trial, did he plead insanity?
No, he probably, I don't know. It doesn't say. Let me check his wiki, because it'll probably say on his wiki.
Because if you are saying, like, the most maybe do, they're going to do a psych evaluation on you, right?
Yeah.
To see if you're fit for trial and whatnot.
Trial.
So you like a trial.
He said he had no memory of killing his family. He had an insanity plea.
Oh, so he did.
That was supported by the psychiatrist for the defense.
Oh, wow, okay.
The psychiatrist for the prosecution, Dr. Harold Zolan, maintained that although Defoe was the user of heroin and LSD, he had antisocial personality disorder. Excuse me. And was aware of his actions at the time of the crime. The trial's judge, Thomas Stark, declared that Defoe's crimes were the most heinous murders committed in Suffolk County since its founding. In 1975, he was found guilty on 6 counts of second-degree murder. On December 4th, 1975, Judge Stark sentenced Defoe to 6 sentences of 25 years to life. Wow. Yeah. He was at the same prison until he died.
And how did he die?
It doesn't say.
Because how many years did he serve? 25 years for each one?
He was 23 when it happened, and he died when he was 69.
So he only got 2 counts. Like a count and a half, basically, then, no?
Yeah.
It doesn't say how he died?
No.
That's a little weird, don't you think?
Murders, death. The official cause of death has not been released to the public.
That was in 2020 what?
2021.
It's been like a little bit of years. Why can't we find out?
I don't know. Maybe he killed himself.
So why did they just say that?
I don't know. Okay, so here's some controversies regarding the murders.
Okay.
All 6 of the victims were found face down in their beds with no signs of struggle. The police investigation concluded that the rifle had not been fitted with a sound suppressor and found no evidence of sedatives having been...
Is that like a silencer? Sorry?
Yeah.
Okay.
No sedatives had been administered. Defoe claimed during his interrogation that he had drugged his family, but there was no evidence of it. Like, they probably did toxicology on all of them, right?
Yeah.
Defoe had a volatile relationship with his father, but the motive for the killings remained unclear. He asked police what he had to do to collect his father's life insurance, which prompted the prosecution to suggest at trial that his motive was to collect the life insurance on his parents. After his conviction, Defoe gave varying accounts of how the killings were carried out. In 1986 interview for Newsday, he claimed that his sister Dawn killed their father and then their distraught mother killed all of their siblings, apparently with a rifle, before he killed his mother. He stated that he took the blame because he was afraid to say anything negative about his mother and to her father.
Huh.
Michael Brigant Sr. and his father's uncle, about his mother to her father, so to the mother's father,
Yeah.
and his father's uncle out of fear that they would kill him. His father's uncle was Peter Defoe, a capo regime? What is that? A capo he's like a mafia guy.
Oh, that's why you said connect to the mob.
Yeah. In this interview, Defoe also asserted that he was married at the time of the murders to a woman named Geraldine Gates.
He was?
Yeah.
Like the killer?
Yeah. With whom he was living in New Jersey, and that his mother phoned to ask him to return to Amityville to break up a fight between Dawn and their father. Subsequently, he drove to Amityville with Geraldine's brother, Richard Romadow, who was with him at the time of the murders and could verify his entire story. So that's one.
So that Richard was with him during the murder?
Yeah.
So Richard watched him kill his family. Or this guy's family.
Well, no, he said
he
that's my alibi. Is that I was with this guy.
Oh, driving home.
Or he was, like, with him, not at the house. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
In 1990, Defoe filed a 440 motion.
Oh my, not 440 motions. I'm like, what?
A proceeding to have his conviction vacated. In support of this motion, Defoe asserted that Dawn and an unknown assailant, who fled the house before he could get a good look at him, killed their parents, and Dawn subsequently killed their siblings. He said the only person he killed was Dawn, and that it was by accident.
And Dawn was his sister?
Yeah, as they struggled over the rifle.
He's just grabbing for straws now.
Yeah. Like, if all of them were positioned in their bed, sleeping, like, it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Skeptic Joe Nickel notes that given the frequency with which Defoe has changed the story over the years, any new claims from him regarding the events that took place on the night of the murders should be approached with caution. Most of the claims made in Rick Asunta's book are sourced from Defoe's ex-wife, Geraldine Gates.
Oh, so he was married?
Yeah.
Okay.
While in the 1986 interview with Newsday, she asserted she married Defoe in 1974. In Asuna's book, she alleges they married in 1970. Their 1993 divorce case says that they met in 1985, married in 1989, and divorced in 1993.
There's a lot of different dates then.
Yeah.
Huh. Interesting. So basically this house is just known because this guy killed 6 people in there.
Yeah.
And it's haunted because of that.
Yeah. I mean, the movies touch on a lot of possession, like, it's played up, right?
Yeah.
But I like the ones that go, like, oh, he was possessed by something in the house because he said the voices made me do it.
Yeah.
Because, like, in the movies, they said that, like, his demeanor changed. Huh. But they made it seem like he was living there. And he obviously wasn't. Like, he drove there, right?
Yeah.
Because he was living somewhere else with his wife. But, movies.
Yeah.
They just want to capitalize on the murder, so...
Yeah.
Have you seen any of the movies?
I want to say I've seen one.
Yeah.
But, like, that was many, many years ago. Like, I was probably in my 20s.
Yeah.
So, like...
I was probably, like, 15, so...
Yeah, like...
It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been... I don't think it even interests me, honestly, at this point.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. So, are people allowed to go inside?
I don't think so, because it said people drive by.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
But right? I have seen... Like, it's had many different owners, so I'm sure different owners want to do different things with it.
Yeah.
If somebody bought it and wanted to open it up as, like, a ghost tour...
Yeah.
They could.
Yeah.
Easily. But, I mean, who knows? I know that there's been ghost hunters in the house.
Yeah.
There's a famous picture from the Amityville house.
Yeah.
Have you seen it?
No.
It's, like, really famous. I'll show it to you.
Okay.
Okay, so
Ew, why is that there?
this
What's
this picture?
gross? Is that like a real picture?
Yes, this is a real picture taken. If you haven't seen it, just look up Amityville Ghost and go to
Or you can
images.
just post it on our podcast.
Yeah, I'll post it. But if you're not watching, like, just yeah. So this
he's so
picture,
creepy. Sorry.
This picture was taken inside the house, and it's the 7-year-old boy that was killed. They say it's him, and like the first picture shows a picture of him side by side with this little ghost face, because it looks like it's just the face, just the head disembodied.
Alright, it's creeping me out.
And the house was not there was nobody in it at the time of the picture being taken. Obviously the kid has like bright white eyes, but I remember talking with Tammy, my aunt, about this photo, and she says she can't even look at it.
Yeah, it's creeping me out. Can we close down a little bit? It's freaky. It's very scary.
Yeah, like she can't even look at it because it's very weird.
Yeah,
she gets creeped out by it. But yeah,
it just blows my mind how much he like doesn't talk about, or like how he's very like nonchalant about it.
Yeah, I mean, well, sometimes the easiest answer is the answer.
Yeah,
and I think he just had a drug-induced spiral and killed his family for the insurance money.
That's sad.
And yeah, I mean, because he said once he started shooting them, he couldn't stop.
That's crazy. Now, is it really haunted, or was that in his head, like the possessiveness?
I don't know if it was actually haunted or not. Because all I know is, like, from the movies and from what I've read, right?
Yeah.
There's, as far as I know, I haven't seen any testimony from the family saying, like, he changed. He got more aggressive. Like,
right. Because his wife would be noticing that too, right?
Yeah, because when possessions happen, like real possessions, it happens gradually.
Yeah.
Like it...
over time.
Yeah, it slowly takes over. And it usually happens to men. But, like... you start to see them change in different ways, right? Before they just, like, go out and try and kill you.
Yeah. So, if they open this up to the public, would you go?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I want to go to the Conjuring house.
I was going to ask, what would be the most scariest, like, most thrillingly scary for you, like, haunted...
location?
Yeah, like hardcore freak you out, but you so need to go check it out.
Me and Reese just watched an episode of Ghost Adventures where they went to this Los Angeles hospital.
Okay.
It was, at the time, the biggest hospital in the world. It is enormous.
Just a regular hospital?
Yeah.
Okay.
But the accounts of how many people died there is insane. And they don't even have any records. Like, they were really bad at record keeping. Mm-hmm. So it's like really haunted. And they were really brutal. There was a guy that actually went there because he got shot. So they took him to the hospital.
Right.
And they pulled him into an operating room and just started cutting him open to get the bullet out. No anesthetic. Nothing.
What?
They were brutal. And, like, this guy had to just survive without going into shock. Right? Yeah. And he had been there. That was his account. He was like, I got nothing. I had to sit there and watch them cut me open. And when they went in there, there was that... Okay, I know Ghost Adventures, sometimes they play it up.
Yeah.
It's a TV show, right? But there was a lot more activity where... Because I can tell when the actors are really scared.
Yeah.
And when they're just
acting.
Not. Yeah. And there was a lot of instances in that episode where they were really scared. And...
Did they go into the hospital themselves?
Yeah. And they had to only go on 3 floors. It took them all night because it was that big. And, like, they had these lights at the nursing station. They had a big, like light box where it had
Yeah.
all the numbers for the rooms.
Excuse me. Yeah.
And they would walk by it, and like when you would press for like that you need a nurse,
Yeah.
your room lights up, and there was like lights going off. And, like these people needed help in certain rooms.
But the hospital's empty.
Yeah. And I was so mad because in the episode they didn't go to those rooms.
Oh, to see what was going on.
I'm like, you have to go to those rooms. Those people need your help, right? And like they got lots of audio of like whispers and stuff like that, and yeah, so I definitely go there.
Wasn't like, excuse me, I said something and I spit on myself. Didn't they do like a ghost hunter thing in Alcatraz or something like that? And they could hear like, people say that they could hear like so and so's voices and stuff like that there.
You can hear like, it's insane. They went to this, it used to be like a brothel.
Okay.
And they went into one of the rooms where this girl had killed herself in the bathroom. And they left the audio recorder in the bathroom. And they were talking outside in the actual room itself. Because it was transformed into a hotel.
Yeah.
And so they were talking in the room. And then they went over the audio recording. And you could hear people whisper. 2 people. You could hear people whisper, "Who are they?"
Shut
And then
up.
someone else goes, "I don't know." And you could hear them talking like they were having a conversation in that bathroom.
Do you think that stuff is like set up? Like it's a hoax?
I mean, to a certain extent, this is their job, right?
Yeah.
But at the same time, you can hear like them talking outside, and you know it's them. And there's 2 women talking on the recording, and these are all men. They only have 1 camera woman. And so like you know the exact time of when they were talking. They show the footage of, we were talking at this time.
Yeah.
And this is when it happened.
Yeah. That's crazy. Now, how choked would you be if you found out Ghost Hunters was a hoax?
Well, no. Well, there's Ghost Hunters and then there's Ghost Adventures.
Okay, I don't know the difference between either of them, but
It's a totally different cast.
oh, that's the only difference, guys, is the casting.
Yeah.
But like I don't know, obviously
Like, I mean, like I said, to a certain extent, everything is played up.
Yeah.
Right?
So that hospital would be one thing that you want to check out. Would you ever do like a cemetery?
I think hospitals are haunted no matter what.
Okay,
Like,
can we not say that because I do work in a hospital?
yeah, it's haunted.
No, it's
Surprise, surprise.
stop.
Do you know how many people die there?
Actually, I think our division, like our floor, and that hospital. Hold on, pause it for a second. I want to see something really quickly. So I think my coworker had mentioned before. I think it was like some kind of nursing building. So it's like the offices, like kind of like, it's like a big space and we're in cubicles kind of thing. But like, I don't know if it was patient care. It was more so just nursing students kind of thing. Mm-hmm. Like that's specifically my floor. But I'd like to know that it's not haunted because I have to work there every day.
It's definitely haunted.
I don't know if people have died in there, but it is a hospital, so most likely.
May I add that this is the oldest hospital in Edmonton.
Dalek?
Yeah, built in 1912. And at the time, it had beds for 150 people.
Only? Wow.
Edmonton only had 30,000 people at that time.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well, we have a lot more than that.
A lot more.
A lot more. You do hospitals, though, if you can go into haunted places?
Oh, yeah. I do a hospital.
That'd be too much.
Or a prison.
I do prison. I don't know. I'd be scared. I don't know. I heard worse things about prisons.
I think it depends on the severity. Like, the hospital that they went to, like, there was a part where it was undeniable to me that happened. Like, the door was held open with, like, a plastic bag.
Yeah.
Like, folded up at the bottom so it didn't close and lock.
Yeah.
And the whole team was on that one side. And they caught on tape something pulling the bag out and the door shutting.
Oh my gosh.
And then the door opening again.
No, that's just too much for me. I
and
couldn't.
The guy who was in front of it, who recorded it, he was terrified. He was terrified.
How much do you think a tour, like... I do Alcatraz.
Oh, I do Alcatraz.
How much do you think a tour of that would cost about?
Forget about the cost. The wait time is like years.
Really?
Yeah. They also have...
Really?
Yeah. They have haunted tours where they, like on Halloween, where you can go and people will dress up and like hide.
No.
Yeah. In the cells and everything.
No.
And the
I
wait
would
for that
not.
is like 5 or 6 years.
That's unrealistic.
Yeah. Let me see how much a tour is.
That would be just insane. Would you do a cemetery tour?
I've always wanted to do some. I've never been in a cemetery.
Ever?
Ever. I know me, right?
Like, I don't think I've ever been to a cemetery myself either.
Like,
but...
I've been... Okay, so I went to, like, the airport. They have, like, 4 graves.
Okay.
I've been in there. But that's not really, like, a
has
cemetery.
4 graves?
Yeah, like, right beside it. Right beside where you can watch the planes take off.
Why do they have 4 graves there?
It's, like, a family plot.
Right at the airport?
Yeah.
Weird.
$40 a person
Is that American?
for an all-day pass.
Not good.
Yeah.
Matter.
Yeah.
That's it?
Oh, that's the
That's a
ticket
ticket
from San Francisco to the island. So let me see the actual
They have Alcatraz tours buses. Boats.
Alcatraz experience. Man. Yeah, it starts at $38.90. Tour options. Night
tour?
tours.
Oh no.
$42. We're going.
I'd be doing daytime. I'd be doing
No.
bright daytime.
No.
Like I'd be 6 o'clock in the morning.
Can you imagine how dark it would be?
No, I'd be crapping my pants. So if you listeners have actually done like kind of what is it, like a tour, like
I've done a ghost tour.
like a legit one?
Yeah.
Where?
In Victoria. Because Victoria's really old.
Where did you go?
All around the city. You walked all around the downtown.
Oh, but like I mean like an actual like hospital, prison.
Oh, a place?
Like a place.
Yeah.
If you guys have ever done one, let us know. We'd love to hear your experience. You know, Carla and Ian, I'm pretty sure you guys haven't. So thanks for trying, guys, because I guess you guys are the only 2 listeners we have. But yeah, that'd be cool to check out, or to even hear any experiences with that.
Al Capone was at Alcatraz.
Yeah.
I remember hearing about those guys that escaped and then drowned in the...
Yeah, but
ocean.
didn't one guy escape?
Yeah, they couldn't find his body, but...
Yeah. That was a movie, though. Escape from Alcatraz.
Yeah, but it was based on...
Well, yeah, obviously. Because they put him in an island, and he had to swim to the island. Like, I remember watching that movie many eons ago.
Okay, there was this movie that I vividly remember watching.
Yeah.
But I don't know what it was called, and I can't find it when I look it up.
What's it about?
The plot was like, there was an island, like a really secluded island in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
But it was only prisoners, but they were like free on this island.
Alcatraz?
No, it wasn't a prison.
They just put people on an island?
Yeah, it was an island with a bunch of fugitives. And I feel like there was somebody really famous in it, but I just can't remember.
Interesting.
I feel like I seen it a long time ago.
Yeah.
But I remember that being the plot. Like, they just dropped all the fugitives off on one island and left them there.
It sounds like a movie we'd see. I honestly think I would just do Alcatraz. I am too chicken poop to be doing anything else.
No, I'd definitely do a hospital.
Nope, I couldn't.
Because there's so many people that died there.
That's exactly why I wouldn't do it.
Like, prisons, yeah, people die, but, like, not to the extent of, like...
But prisons are people, like, they're all murderers.
Yeah. You're more likely to get scratched and thrown against a wall and stuff.
That's enough for me, thank you. What do you expect in a prison? I mean, at a hospital.
Well, I just want to talk to them.
And do what?
Try and help them.
They're dead.
Yeah, but some of them need to know that a lot of ghosts are...
You don't know they're dead?
Yeah, they don't know they're dead.
Can't you just go intercom and be like, you're all dead?
So you need to tell them, you're dead. You need to cross over. They need to know that. They don't know that.
I'm good not talking to ghosts. Thank you very much. Or spirits or not.
Come on, go ghost hunting with me.
I'd probably poop my pants. I'd do a cemetery tour, but I would hold on to you for... So I would do a tour with someone in front of me, someone behind me, and someone besides me. And I'd be okay with it. Let me be that middle person. Let me be your little sandwich, guys. I'll be your mayo on your guys' sandwich. I do that.
Me and Reese would go through abandoned places.
Oh, no, thank you.
And that was pretty creepy, but...
No, I have limits of scary things for me. No, thank you. I'd probably die of a heart attack if it happened, actually. I'm that old. Just kidding. I'm not that old, but still, with my luck.
You can still have a heart attack when you're young.
This is very true also. Well, that was our
Paranormal Amityville.
Amityville horror Alcatraz hospital kind of adventure today.
Yeah.
It was a pretty chillax one. It wasn't as emotional, thank goodness, because that was...
Except the beginning.
Yeah. Or little Riley. God, she's cute. My goodness. Yeah, we hope you guys enjoyed it. Oh, our mystery sound. Oh, hold on a second. I want to say something really quickly here. Hold on.
Okay.
Okay, so mystery sound time. Sorry, that was my YouTube sound effect. Thank you very much. Watch, you probably couldn't even hear it on the thing. It's like dude. Last week, Ian had guessed a red dodgeball ball bouncing.
Like a rubber ball.
Yeah, it was not that. It was close. It was one of those exercise balls bouncing. And actually, after I heard it, I totally understand why you guessed that, because it's very clear.
You should still get it. It's a rubber ball.
Fine, we'll give it to you, Ian. The one time you got one right. Or congratulations.
Go Ian.
You win.
Nothing.
Oh, wait. Hold on. Right. Ready? Hold on. You win. Congratulations. You can be one of our guest speakers.
You get a high five at hockey.
Yeah, you get a high five. He's going to come to hockey with his hands high up.
Yeah.
Wait, we're like, what are you doing? Today's week sound. You're weak. Okay, got one. Hold on. Please hold. Okay, the mic is very there. Okay, this is the mystery sound. Don't make me laugh. Remember, I have a bad laugh. Ready? Okay, we're gonna do it one more time for you guys. Listen closely. Okay, we're gonna do that again. Ready? Wait, hold on.
They're never like.
Okay, one more. Okay, ready? One more. Okay, I'm now. Hold on. I think this won't work. There. Is that good?
Sorry, guys. You're never gonna guess.
Oh,
it.
as if. Watch. They get it. Then what? And they get
Then
it.
I'll say sorry.
Okay, they're sorry.
What do you want?
Okay, you guys. We hope you have... I feel like I'm always tired whenever I do these. We should do these like first thing in the morning.
Comment, subscribe, share.
Yes, like, comment, subscribe, share, do all that funny jazzy stuff. Don't forget to share. I already said that. Yeah, we hope you guys have yourself a wonderful Friday. We're very happy that we hope you guys enjoyed your week. Have yourself a great weekend, and we will talk to you next week. Do you know what our topic is?
No.
No idea. Want to suggest some topics? If you want to suggest some topics, please feel free to do so. We're open to many and any suggestions.
Yeah.
Enjoy your mystery sound. Let us know what you think it is. And again, congratulations, Ian, on your correct guess. Polly's giving it to you. I wouldn't, but that's just me.
I'll give it to you, Ian.
I give it to you, Ian. That's what you sounded like.
I'm cropping it out.
I know you're not. Oh my goodness.
I'm just going to replay your laugh over and over.
No, don't. That'll be a ringtone. We definitely have to do a video one. Maybe next week or the next couple of weeks we'll do a video, hey?
I guess.
Okay, you guys.
Bye.
Have yourselves a great day, weekend, and enjoy your Friday. Bye.
Happy Father's Day.
Oh, yes. Happy Father's Day to all them daddies, uncles, grandpas.
Uncles?
Well, yeah, because they're still fathers.
Are they?
Some of them, I guess. Anyways, happy Father's Day to you guys. Enjoy your weekend.
Okay, bye.